everyone. Thanks so much for pressing play today. I am TheGinaMiller, and if you love discussing Lux for Less finds as well as products and experiences that are worth your investment, this is the place to be. So please hit the subscribe button, smash the notifications bell, and let's get going. Today we're talking about something I never thought I would ever be discussing here on YouTube, but I don't see a lot of these videos in the right way, so I thought it was worth sharing with you. I recently came across a fake Chanel handbag. It was so hideous, it was so bad, it was so just terrible feeling that I thought it was worth sharing and really diving into why these products are so bad. Counterfeit goods are terrible for so many reasons. They're bad for the environment. They commit so many human rights violations in the production and distribution of these goods that it's just mind-blowing. And oh yeah, they're also stealing intellectual property of people who have worked and companies who have paid millions upon millions of dollars to create these items. So they're bad in general. I'm linking below as to why counterfeit goods are just a terrible thing to even consider purchasing. And now I'm going to show you why. So here we have two Chanel handbags. One of these is real and one of these is a piece of... Anyway, can you tell which one is which? And something tells me you probably can just by looking at them. This is a Chanel quilted half moon clutch. It's in the goatskin leather, and I brought this for comparison purposes. This is a Chanel 19 bag. Came out in 2019, called the 19 bag as named for the number 19. And if you have ever seen a Chanel 19 bag, whether it be here on YouTube or in person, you know this thing is the piece of crap. This was, I'm not going to say how I acquired this because I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but just plainly put, the minute I put my hands on this, I could tell that this was absolutely something that needed to be exposed for what it was. This Chanel beautiful quilted lambskin clutch in the beautiful leather is just sumptuous. The metal itself is, if I can open it, it's so well done, I can't open it. The metal itself, this gunmetal color, the metal itself is hefty and thick. All of the hardware is in absolutely phenomenal shape. I'm linking to my review of this bag right now. This feels like PVC. It's even foamy. Can you just, I wish you could, it feels like it has foam core in it. In the quilting, it doesn't have the beautiful stitching that you're so accustomed to having with a Chanel piece. Look at the clasp here. We know that Chanel clasps are of the utmost and highest quality. I can't even close this piece of crap. This particular clasp is wobbly and wonky, and you can see right here, it doesn't have the full depth of the interlocking C's. They're just kind of sort of, you know, placed together. They're not well constructed and truly interlocking together. The back side, we're going to get into this cheap, crappy chain here in just a second. The back side has a pocket. Again, I mean, they've got the quilting that lines up, sort of, you know. I mean, it's a little bit off, but regardless, it still looks bad. Even smells poorly, unlike, you know, as wonderful as Chanel smells. This is really something that would line a shoe. This, you can hear it, it's terrible, scratchy, cheap material. You see it's got a magnetic lock on the inside. It does magnetize, it's got that magnetic lock. It's got the chains here. The chain is hollow. A Chanel chain is thick and hefty. This is not even chain. This is plastic. This, I mean, look at this. Do you see that? You wouldn't see that kind of lapse in quality on a Chanel bag. The leather isn't fully adhering to one another and it's not woven. Excuse me, the pleather or whatever it is. This, I can't tell the gunmetal chain here, if it's stitched on or it's glued on. You can see down there. I can't even tell. It's just So poorly done. What should I do with this? You guys tell me. What should I do with this once I'm done with this video? Should I take this to the authorities? Should I take this to customs officials? Should I take it to a luxury consignment store so they can use this as something by which they can compare authentic goods or other items to? Let me know down below in the comment section. So this actually did come with some tissue inside, and this is perhaps the funniest thing. It actually came with a fake authenticity card, which we're going to compare the authenticity cards in a second. So again, I mean, it's got this almost cardboardy feel on the inside. Again, I wish you could feel it. It feels like foam core, like those memory foam mattresses is what the quilting feels like. Inside, it's got that same cheap, crappy, I'm just gonna pull it back. I would never do this with my own Chanel bag, but it's got that same cheap, crappy red fabric. Here you see, we do have a metal Chanel tag right there. It, of course, is glued on, I think. I think I could rip it off if I needed to. Let's see. Can't quite rip it off. There's something on the inside, so it is sort of sewn in. Oh, I feel it. I've bent it on the inside. You can see I've kind of bent it a little bit. It's affixed through the fabric somehow. Let me just pull this out here so you can get a sense of it. There's no sticker. You know, Chanel bags will have a sticker, a hologram authenticity sticker. So they did not try to make the fake hologram authenticity sticker with the date code on it. It does have a zipper pull with Chanel on it. You can see right there, the zipper pull with Chanel on it. And it's got the interlocking C's with this cheap, crappy zipper pull right there. Yeah, it's a piece of crap. Let me show you the authenticity card. So here's the authenticity card from my authentic Chanel bag, and then here's the authenticity card from the fake one. You can see the bleeding of the letters there. And the card is cardboard. It doesn't have the thickness or the heft of this particular authenticity card. You can see the gold is already coming off, whereas this one I've had for 10 years is just fine. Hold them side by side here, kind of get a sense. And the difference with these is really in the details here. Here is the real booklet. And it just has the care instructions. This is the authentic one. It even has the fake little Chanel booklet with stuff just flying out of it. It looks like they probably, you know, bought this off of Poshmark or something, or the Real or somewhere, and maybe just repurpose this, because this actually looks somewhat authentic, although I haven't read it for typos or anything of that nature. But I've gotten some Chanel bags, some authentic Chanel bags with this in it, and no. Here you can tell this is not an authentic one because this is just photocopied. These care instructions, it's hard to tell. These care instructions are photocopied on here. So this is absolutely not authentic. This is a cheap, crappy photocopy on here. So you've seen the differences. This is absolutely a piece of shit. I cannot discourage you enough from spending your hard-earned dollars on a piece of shit. No, excuse me, not spending, wasting your hard-earned dollars on something like this. It's going to fall apart in just a few months. This is easy to determine that this was a fake. I could tell right away by looking at it. The sheen in the pleather, the feeling of the memory foam, and the bad hardware here were all just absolutely dead giveaways. This has the weight of a plastic toothbrush. This bag, this was my first Chanel purchase. I bought this in 2007, 2008, I believe. It is still in absolute pristine condition, like you want an investment bag to be in. Go for the real thing. If you can't afford it at full retail, I'm right there with you, and I feel you. Take a moment to look at the secondary sites, those luxury consignment retailers that guarantee authenticity. What that means is if you buy something and it turns out to be fake, they will give you a 100% full refund. And let's be honest, it's hard to pass fakes through these luxury consignment sites or retailers because their authentication processes are so exhaustive and exacting. They have really trained specialists in wonderful areas to scout out the fakes, to look for obvious fakes like this, but to look for the more sophisticated ones. Okay, I'm getting off my soapbox now and just encouraging you to scout out the real thing. It is absolutely worth your investment because when you go for the iconic luxury designer piece, that really is a beautifully constructed piece made by an artisan or a craftsperson who has spent years honing their craft, you'll feel so proud of your purchase, and it will be a purchase or an acquisition that truly will last you a lifetime and potentially become an heirloom. If not that, it could be an investment that you could then resell and perhaps not just make your money back, but make a little extra money back in the process. I bought a Chanel 255 bag back in 2010 that's pretty much in pristine like new condition that I could resell today for more than what I paid for because of the Chanel price increases over the course of the past decade. It really can be worth the investment when you do purchase properly. When you buy pieces of crap like this, you're doing more harm than good. Please let me know what you'd like to see me do next here on my YouTube channel. I love discussing luxury accessories. It's a great break for my everyday life. I also love sharing beauty products and experiences that work, as well as talking about travel experiences. Can't wait to get back on a plane again once this COVID-19 pandemic hits. So if you made it this far in the video, you know what to do. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. I would like it even more if you hit the subscribe button, share the video with your friends, and smash the notifications bell so we can stay connected on the regular. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the time you invested in me. I look forward to chatting with you again real soon. Stay safe, everyone.